Hi everyone, myself I am Dr. Krishna. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mr. Dentist. In this vlog, we are going to know about the information regarding the Army Dental Corps and the interview process. Actually, I am making this content because most of the websites and in the Google as well, you can't find what are the common questions that are asked in the interview, and also in YouTube, you don't get appropriate information regarding this. So without any delay, let's get started into this vlog. Hope you people love this content and it will be helpful for your interview as well. Let's do this. The first and foremost important thing one should have is basic personality skills in their life. Okay, the basic personality skills are whenever you are talking to a person, always you need to give eye to eye contact and you need to talk to them. And the other thing is whenever we give our handshake to other opposite person or any interviewer, then it should be firm and it should tells how confident you are. The third most important thing is your way of dressing as well as your posture. Your body posture is also one of the important factor they will consider. And the fourth important key, which is more important, because you should stay humble, you should be polite, and whatever you know, you tell it frankly. When the interviewers ask you a question, if you know it straightforwardly, answer it in a simple way, and if you don't know it, you can politely say that, sir, I don't know this concept and I will refer this concept once after the finishing of this interview. You can say it in a humble way rather than telling them, no, sir, I don't know, like that. These are the four basic things you need to learn before going to any of the interview. Now let's discuss what are all the questions they will ask in the interview and how you need to present yourself. The first and most common question asked in any interview as well as in the Army Dental Corps interview is, tell us about yourself or introduce about yourself. This was the most common question that was asked by any of the interviewers in most of the cases, because they want to build a rapport with the person who are sitting in the chair opposite to them and also make the person a bit comfortable so that the interview process goes well. And also they will get lot of loopholes in the answers, how you answer that question. This is very important, and it looks a quite easy and simple question, but it's a bit of complicated question. So while you answering about introduction of yourself, then you must be knowing what are all the things that you need to say and what are not to say. To this question, start with your name and the place where you are from. Only mention the place like district and the state from which you are. Don't tell from house number and I am from this place. So no need to mention them all the details in toto. So mention only from which district you are and from which state you are. After that, you need to mention about your education, that is where you have done your graduation from, about your plus 1 and plus 2 standards and schooling. That's it. After that, you tell your hobbies, and once you complete that, you also tell what sort of person you are. Like few people can tell that they are deterministic and enthusiastic. Like that, you know some officer like qualities and you add them in your information, and also you mention your achievements in the last. So make a note, guys. For example, if you are telling that you are from Telangana state, then there are high chances that they might ask how the name Telangana origin, what is the history behind that. Like that, they can ask the questions. Also, if you can say that if your favorite singer was Arjit Singh, then what could be your favorite song? Then why was he was you chosen that he was your favorite singer, or who is your best friend, and what are the qualities you want to have the best friend when you want to make a person as your best friend. Like that, there can be a number of questions they can ask you to test that your attitude and what kind of person or what sort of person you are. So be careful while making answer for such questions. In this interview, for sure they will ask why you want to join in the Army Dental Corps or Indian Army. What is the reason behind it? And that was asked by most of the interviewers, and for sure they will ask you for So whenever they ask you this question, please don't say that, sir, I am very patriotic, I want to serve only to the Indian army, and I am very much interested in joining the Indian army. Don't say these reasons. You can tell, but it looks some they are not patriotic and only you are the patriotic. So make sure that you don't speak such words. Tell that, sir, I am patriotic, but also tell what the factors that are making you to join in Indian army, rather than telling such things. So this makes some sound sir, actually in the India there are many services that are available to serve the people, but according to me, as a doctor, I can serve the best, and also I want to be a soldier, which are the two best professionals who are serving in the country. And also in the outside situation, sir, for a BDS undergraduate there are no proper salaries. Also we need to work under someone, as I am not affordable to keep a clinic. And also the salary in Army Dental Corps was also good, sir, and also I am passionate towards doing this service, so I came to attend this interview as well, sir. If you tell like this, it seems normal. The interview should be like normal, in the point of normal person view only you need to say. And you can't say that you are the only person who are more interested in doing the service, like that we can't say. So keep this in mind, guys, and make a proper concrete answer for this question, which makes good impression towards you if you answer this question in a proper concrete manner. This was a very important thing I want to mention to you people. Question they can ask you in the interview is, why we need to select you in the Indian Army Dental Corps. This was also one of the most common repeated question by the most of the interviewers. So for this question, there will be multiple officer like qualities. There are up to 15 officer like qualities, and you know them first priorly before going to the interviews. What are the officer like qualities, what comprises them, and what are the qualities that are present in you, so that you can, while answering this question, you can say that, sir, these are the officer like qualities that are present in me, that make me perfect, or that make me eligible, and also we hope the best to be chosen. So I guess I am the one who will be eligible and apt for this. And you mention that officer like qualities which are present in you, which makes some sensible answer to this question. I hope you are clear with this. And officer like qualities, for sure go through that, and make a, before going the interview itself, you make sure that what qualities are present in you, and you mention only qualities that are present in you, rather than explaining all of them. So go through the current news. They may ask the question like, tell few 5 international news and also 5 local news from the India. The basically recently the INS Vikrant was launched. Ask you few questions regarding the INS Vikrant, and also the BrahMos was successful in India these days, and it is getting its popularity. And also they may ask about China and India problems which are occurring these days. So like these current concepts, you need to be perfect with the news, local news and international news. Frankly speaking, they need an officer with good qualities, who can be the best captain, or best who can provide the best services for them. Rather than a good dentist, they need a best officer for them. So you need to be confident in front of them, and you need to be opened up, and you need to be frankly you need to answer their questions. And there is no ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, चुपचाप ही बातें करने के बाद कुछ भी नहीं है. वहाँ पे जाके तुम्हारे मन में क्या है वो बताओ. अगर सेलेक्ट हुआ तो अच्छा है, नहीं हुआ तो भी कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट व्हाट आई सजेस्ट यू पीपल इज, be yourself and be what you are. That's it. That's make a sense. I have collected few important dental topics and questions from the last from the people who have attempted to this armored dental corps. I have collected these questions from the seniors who went twice for this interview, and I asked them personally. So they give these questions. The concepts are basically they asked from the final year subjects, especially prosthodontics, endodontics, and oral and maxillofacial surgery, orthodontics, and periodontics. Especially the clinical branches, they mainly focused their questions, and what they suggested is we need to refer dental pulse clinical subjects for to answer them, as well as we need to have basic subjects like biochemistry and anatomy, DADH. These three subjects plus general medicine and general surgery here and there. They asked few questions. They said so. What I suggest you people is before going to this interview, you people make sure that you refer synopsis of the dental pulse at least once, so that it will be helpful and you can confidently answer this dental questions. Most common questions are what is the composition of LA, what are the adverse reactions that occurs if you give LA, and what are the preventive measures that you take before administrating your block. These sort of questions, and also the waste material we what we throw in the bins, like red color bin, yellow color bin. What are the materials that are thrown in that bins, and what are the emergency cases that you have seen during your undergraduate level, or what are the emergencies that you have personally handled, or they may ask most of the questions from the emergency medicine as well. So make sure that please make sure that you are perfect with the emergencies conditions and situations, because this was the key area and area of interest for most of the interviewers out there. Also, since last 2 years, the COVID was the main pandemic that was running throughout all the countries. So they mainly asked and focused their questions on the COVID, like CPAP and other various procedures that we do for the COVID patients, and also drug of choices that we give based on the stages the COVID was present. And CORAD stages, CORAD, CORAD stages was also the most commonly asked questions in this interview. Through the treatment protocol of COVID given by our AIMS, you can happily find that in the AIMS website. Go through that treatment protocol of COVID, and also these days monkeypox was the current pandemic going on. So make sure that you know a bit of knowledge about the monkeypox and the treatment of monkeypox as well. Medical topics, they ask the hemophilia and thalassemia, bleeding disorders, most commonly asked question. These are all the things, basic stuff from the dentistry. You can happily handle these things. I hope these things are very important and essential, and these are very helpful for you. Apart from the dentistry subjects, they will ask the general knowledge questions. The general knowledge questions what they asked previously are the countries with which India shares its borders, and also they will ask you the ranks and cadet system that was there for Navy, Indian Army, as well as Air Force. These cadet systems, and you should know, and also who are all the sports persons that are involved, like MS Dhoni, and also actor Mohanlal was involved. What are the special posts they are doing? Like these questions they can ask you from the general knowledge part. And also the questions like any other services apart from the army, and they asked the questions who are the chiefs of Indian Army, Navy, as well as Air Force, and supreme commander of this Indian Army. And also they asked questions regarding health ministers and health and defense minister names they asked, and name of the director and additional joint director and dental services, army day, which was on which day was army day was done, and flag day. They asked few days like army day, flag day, army dental corps rising day, and what is the significance of July 1st for celebrating doctors day. And they asked few questions regarding this Kargil war and Vijay Divas, like these programs. These are general knowledge topics, and they might ask few of us like 2 to 3 questions from the general knowledge as well. If you answer these questions, it will be a bit of more positive sort in your favor. That was the only key. And if you don't know this general knowledge question, I have in the starting of my video itself, I have told that politely you say that sir, I am having a bit of less knowledge in those concepts, but make sure I will try to know them once I leave this session, sir. You can politely say that, but make sure that you should be humble, be humble, be honest, and be confident while you are answering anything, and keep small smile throughout the interview, because usually I am telling you that they are of high cadre people, group of 6 to 8 members sitting and watching you throughout the entry to till you exit, and their eyes will be keep on watching you itself from the beginning till the end. So first thing, make sure that be cool and be calm, and make sure that it's just an interview once in your lifetime, and you are going to attempt it and give your best. That's it. No need to worry that, oh, what happened if I don't got selected, what happened. If you keep all these questions in your mind, then it will be very difficult for you people. If you don't have such questions, and if you just enjoy the process of interview, then definitely I am telling you that if you enjoy that process of interview, then for sure you will be selected. And if not selected also, this you will have one experience in your life, great experience that you are going to have, and you are going to keep that momentum continuing. And you can also have multiple tries. If not this year, we can try for next year as well with the improvements. So always in a state that you are in positive mindset, then all the things will be going in your favor. If you are with a negative mindset, then we can't predict, we ourselves ruin the things. So it's not the best thing to do. This is what I can suggest. So always be positive, be cool, be calm, and just do your part. That's it. All the best doctors for who are going to Army Dental Corps interview this year of 2022. And I want a help that if you attend the interview, you can comment in the below section that what are the your suggestions, so that we can make this video better for the next year. Thank you all. Please do share this information for your batchmates and friends who are participating in the interview as well. Thank you one and all. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.